You've got questions, I've got more answers. What is up? Trevor here, Hollywood editor turned full-time realtor and YouTuber. On this channel, I teach realtors and entrepreneurs to grow their businesses using video. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button right down there and whack the bell so you get notified the next time I post a video. And do me a favor and hit that like button for my self-esteem. I have a free webinar at videosecretswebinar.com where I share a bunch of free tips for growing your business with video. In that webinar, I get a bunch of questions. If you haven't seen the webinar, first of all, check it out. It's awesome. It'll change your life. So in this video, part 2, I'm going to answer questions I get asked during my webinar. Let's dive in with the first question. What are the best times to post? There are actually best times to post on the different social media platforms. In fact, I've got a video I created here about the best time to post on Facebook, which you should check out after this video. In general, the best time to post a video is when you can post consistently at the same time every day so people know when to expect your video, whether that's on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook or another. I gotta get Coke. I'll be right back. The reason I'm here is because I'm in between these two poles and a pole growing on my head. Cheers. What is your question? Post in the comments below what you'd like to know, what questions you have about growing your business with a video, and I'll try to answer it in a future video. Am I doing TikTok as well? Yes, in fact, I've got a couple of videos about TikTok right up there you should check out. I'm not doing it a bunch, but it is a fun additional place to be, even though we might be old realtors, 56 years old, still on TikTok, competing with 14-year-olds. But the beauty of TikTok, in a nutshell, is we can be first there for our demographic. For people that are realtors and business owners, we can be there first before everybody else stampedes there. So it's a great place to be, even for realtors. What kind of mic do I use with my iPhone? Well, I have used the mic that is built into my iPhone, which is actually great. The trick is keep the mic close to your mouth. I've used my Rode Video Mic Pro. There's a link for that down below. I mount it on a $10 tripod on top of my phone, and I've used that, and it sounds great. Use it in a lot of videos. Right now, I'm using a Boya $30 lavalier mic, and it sounds amazing. There's a link for that down below as well. How does this sound? Does this sound good enough? I mean, the Rode mic is a couple $100. This one is $30. And yeah, the Rode sounds a little better, but right now it's too far away. It's like 8 feet away from me. I got it so far away because I'm using a different lens and I have to sit a little farther back. So I'm using the lavalier mics clipped to my shirt instead of that shotgun mic. The shotgun mic is only good, the Rode Video Mic Pro, if I'm, within a couple feet away from it. Where do I get my music from? Great question. You don't want to use copyrighted music on YouTube because there is nothing that's going to hurt your channel faster than using copyrighted music. It'll get demonetized, possibly taken down. I've got videos about fair use and using copyrights and stuff. Actually, I got a video about that right up there if you want to check it out. But you don't want to use copyrighted music. You want to use royalty-free music, and you can purchase it really inexpensively for like $15-20 from the source I use, which is called Epidemic Sound. There's a link for Epidemic Sound down below. You can also get free music from YouTube directly right in YouTube Studio. Do I post the same video on every platform? Kind of. Ideally, you're going to post different videos with different formats on the different platforms. For example, on YouTube, ideally you want a horizontal video that is maybe 10 minutes long if you're delivering value during that entire video. For your Instagram feed, it'll only play a 1-minute video, so you can create videos that are 1 minute long on Instagram, or you can also just upload your entire YouTube video to Instagram in the feed, and then it will link to the IGTV version, which will give them the entire video. Facebook promotes and likes videos that are at least 3 minutes long, so that's kind of ideal if you are creating a video that you are uploading to YouTube. And if you're doing a live, as long as you're engaging, make it 1 minute, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, any length is great as long as you're engaging the whole time. Personally, I don't feel like for me it's worth the time to create different formats for every platform, so I tend to upload the same video to each platform. One thing that I have experimented with is creating a teaser on Facebook, 15-20 seconds of a YouTube video with a link to the YouTube video to drive traffic to YouTube. Am I shooting with a selfie stick? Well, right now I've got my camera on a tripod, but I often use a Joby GorillaPod, which is a bendy tripod that they make for a phone and also for a bigger camera like my Panasonic. And that's what I usually use when I'm walking and talking. The Joby GorillaPod, there's a link for it down below. I love that thing. If I could only have one tripod, it would be the Joby Gorilla Pod. Somebody asked, what about drone and editing all with exciting music? And I am a huge proponent of using music in my videos. I don't use them in all of my videos just because of the time it takes, but it can keep people more engaged. Right now, my editor, Sam, is supposed to find music for this. Let me know if the music is working, if you chose the right music, that it's just kind of in the background, shouldn't have lyrics, just kind of music that kind of drives the emotion and the vibe. I like using music because it enhances emotion, and your videos should create emotion. Drone videos can be epic as well. I like using drone videos. Sammy, use a drone video right here. Someone asked about drone footage. Is there a cheap way to start? Yes, there is. You can use a service like Storyblocks that I believe has drone footage. I don't have an affiliate link with those guys yet, but maybe someday. Storyblocks, hit me up. I could link you down here. But go to storyblocks.com, I think, and I believe they have drone footage, which you pay a monthly fee and you can use all the footage they have. Another option is to get your own drone. I have a DJI Mavic Pro, the version 1, and it's still great. There's a version 2. That drone, the current one is like $1,500, so that's pretty expensive, but DJI has other drones that are much less expensive. I'm not sure what the starting price is. It's probably $400 or $500, which may be expensive for some people. It's a great drone, and it's probably a tax write-off, and it can really enhance your videos. There are other brands out there, but DJI is the one that pretty much everybody uses. Do I use my personal name or my business name for my social media accounts? Now, this is personal preference, and it kind of depends on what your intent is and your long-term goals are. If you have your own brokerage and it's all about your brokerage on all of your accounts, or your own business, yeah, go ahead and use your business name on all of your accounts if you never plan on changing it or leaving. But if you are an agent with another brokerage like, Remax or Keller Williams or EXP like I am, and you could potentially switch brokerages, you're in a team now and you might not be with a team later, my advice is just to use your name. For me personally, I like using my name on all of my accounts as much as is possible. My name, Trevor Jones, is common. There's a composer with my name, so I can't just use my name. So I made it Trevor Jones Creator, and that is my name on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok. Twitter has restrictions, so it's just Trevor Creator, I think. I use whatever variation of my name I can get away with that is as similar as possible across platforms. That way you're consistent. The other trick is to use the same thumbnail on all the platforms so that people know, oh, I'm on your page no matter where you are. So I personally like using my name. Now you'll notice like, hey Trevor, your real estate channel says Jones Home Collective for YouTube. And that is correct. When I started that channel 5 years ago, Jones Home Collective was our team name, and it still is. And that's what we are still using for our branded real estate YouTube channel. Do I have any ideas where to get a professional intro? The intro you saw on this video was not created by me. In spite of the fact that I'm a Hollywood editor, I am not a Hollywood graphics guy. I'm an editor. Those are two entirely different skill sets. And yes, I can do some basic graphics, but fancy stuff, I can do some stuff, but it takes too long. It's not practical. So you can get an intro done very inexpensively at Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com. Your results will vary. You might have to try a few guys. You can also try onlinejobs.ph, and they have very inexpensive editors and graphics guys on there that can create some pretty impressive stuff. I know I talk fast, but this is something I'm offering for the first time ever right on YouTube, which is a free consultation with my wife, Leela. There is a link for a free consultation with Leela down below. It's a half-hour consultation, so you can talk about any questions you have, talk about my course. There's no pressure whatsoever. So hit that link below if you want to book a consultation with Leela. She is awesome. She's way better at those things than me. You can also check out my free webinar at videosecretswebinar.com. A lot of the questions people ask during that webinar, I just answered. So if you've made it this far in the video, you're gonna be way ahead of the game. Do I have lists of videos? In my course, I have a list of 20 videos that every realtor should create. I also have videos that I've already created on my channel, which is youtube.com/Jones Home Collective. That's my real estate channel. I've also created a video which shows you how to find ideas, how to find topics. And that video is linked right up there. There are some great tips in there about finding videos that are gonna get traction. What iPhone would I recommend? I would recommend the iPhone 11 Pro Max. The Pro Max, the big one, because big battery, it finally is an iPhone that lasts all day, and I'm a heavy user. It also has a killer lens. It has all the modes, HD, 4K, 24p, 60 frames a second. It's got slow motion, it's got time lapse. It looks amazing. It even has low light features that make it look pretty dang good in low light. So I totally recommend the iPhone 11 Pro Max. What's good video editing software? The best one is the one that you'll actually use. If you're comfortable with something, just keep using that. There's no need to change. I use Adobe Premiere Pro. Somebody asked this in the last video, but there is a ton of great software out there. Adobe Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut Pro 10, iMovie, doesn't matter. Filmora, the simple ones are great. A couple of people asked, do I teach how to edit videos? In my course, I teach editing principles, but it's a little different depending on each platform, so I don't specifically teach you how to use any particular software. I do have a video I created a while ago about how to use Adobe Premiere Pro. It's linked right up there. It's the basics of getting started with Premiere Pro. I made that in 2018, but the principles are all exactly the same. Those principles apply to almost any nonlinear editing program. I have another mic question. Somebody asked, do I use a professional mic? And yes, when I'm in the studio, I often use my Sennheiser 416, which is about a $1,000 mic plugged into a $1,000 mic preamp. The only reason I have that is because I've done some voiceover in the past. It is total overkill for creating YouTube videos for realtors. But since I have it, I use it. And most people don't know the difference if I'm using that or I'm using these $30 mics I've got clipped to my shirt right now. My business has nothing to do with real estate. Will your course benefit me? 100%. 95% of the content in my course will benefit any industry wanting to grow with video. The principles are the same across the board. Somebody asked, Trevor, are there any free or inexpensive editing apps you recommend for putting together YouTube vids? If you're a little bit technical, the very best free video editing program that I'm aware of is called DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci is a very professional company that creates color grading, color correction software that's amazing, used across Hollywood. They also have an editing program. They have a free version, which is free and is very robust and you may never outgrow. It works on a Mac or a PC. It's not for the phone, but it's Mac or PC. They've got a paid version, but you don't need that. If you're looking for a free one that's got a little bit of a learning curve that's pretty similar to Adobe Premiere Pro, I highly recommend DaVinci Resolve. How do you rate drone footage as a tool? Did you go part 107 and do it yourself? I rate drone footage as a bonus to enhance your videos once you've totally dialed in everything else about creating video content. It's pretty fun. I love flying my drone. I love creating footage. I love using it in my videos. Is it necessary? No. Will you sell more houses because you've got a drone? Probably not, but it's probably a tax write-off. Ask your CPA. And it does enhance your videos. If you are flying your drone and using it to create listing videos, that is definitely a commercial purpose for which you're required to have a Part 107 license. I got my Part 107 license, but I don't do listing videos anymore because I just hire them out. It's not worth my time. Should you get your Part 107 license if you are using drone footage in your marketing videos? It's a little bit gray. Is it commercial? Yeah, you're marketing yourself, but you're not selling the video and nobody's paying you to make the video and you're not a government agency, which is also required to have that license from the FAA. So that's kind of up to you. But I've got it and there actually is value in it. In fact, I created a video on how to get your Part 107 license right up there for like $5 in tools. So check out that video if you want to get your license. And it's kind of worth it because you learn a bunch of things so you can fly safely. Mac or PC platform for editing. I'm a Mac guy through and through, but it doesn't matter at all. In fact, the software I use, Adobe Premiere Pro, runs better on a PC, but I like Mac because that's what I've been using for 20 years. If you're on a PC, awesome. You can do exactly the same on a PC. It doesn't matter. It's whatever your ecosystem is. I've got the iPhone, an Apple Watch I don't even use, the Apple TV. My wife's got a MacBook Pro. I've got a MacBook Pro. So we're all Mac all the time in our place, but it literally doesn't matter at all. If you've learned anything in this video so far, please do me a favor and hit that like button right now. I'd super appreciate it. It really helps me out. Have I done paid ads for my real estate business on Facebook? Yes, I have. I've gotten leads out of there. I don't think actually, full transparency, I've ever closed a lead from a Facebook ad for real estate. I find it more effective to post content and engage with people organically in Facebook groups without doing Facebook ads. So these are people that get to know you. As you guys all know, the goal in real estate is to get people to know you, like you, and trust you. And It's a little harder with a paid ad than with organic content that you're posting regularly in these groups that you engage in. Does running paid Facebook ads work? 100%. There are people that close deals every day running paid Facebook ads. It was just never my main focus. For Facebook, am I putting my video content on my business page or my personal page or both? This is what I suggest. I suggest for Facebook, you upload the video natively to your business page. Don't put a Facebook link on it. Upload it natively to your business page, and then from there, share it to your personal page, maybe your spouse's personal page, anybody in your team's personal page, and sharing it in Facebook groups where you are welcome. If you spam videos in groups where all you do is drop links, you're gonna get blocked. Admins hate that. But if it's a group you engage, you get permission from the admin, it's a great place to share your video content. The reason you don't just exclusively upload it to your business page is your business page has way less reach than your personal page. Facebook is a business, they want you to run ads. So you can either run ads like we talked about a second ago, or you can share it like crazy everywhere else, and you get a lot more engagement in groups and your personal page than you get in your business page. Somebody asked, when I say post regularly, what does that mean? The golden standard for posting on YouTube is once per week. People have grown multi-million-dollar businesses by posting good content to YouTube once per week. If you are starting out with Instagram stories or Instagram or Facebook Lives, more is better. I don't believe you can post too much. People get sick of you, they block you, delete you, so what? They're not your people. Don't waste your time trying to make people that aren't your people, your people. People that love you will see you up there a lot, and you'll be everywhere, and you'll get more business that way. That's more chances for exposure. If you're doing Instagram stories, you should post 2 or 3 stories a day. If you're doing Facebook Lives, do at least once a week, but if you can post a Facebook Live every day, 5 days a week, you're going to kill it, because I guarantee you there are probably 0 agents in your market or business owners in your market doing a Facebook Live every day. And it doesn't have to be anything long or complicated. It can be simple, and it can be personal and or business. If it's all business, it's probably going to be boring. So add lots of personal stuff in there and add lots of personality. Do I storyboard my videos? I don't storyboard them, but I usually outline them. The best way to create a video I have found is not to write a word-for-word script where you read it, but it's to create an outline with your key talking points, like I've got now, key talking points, these questions, and just go over them one at a time. And then delete the boring stuff in between where you're hemming and hawing or you're making a mistake. Someone said they have a MacBook Air. Will they have any trouble putting together a video? No. If you use Final Cut Pro 10 or iMovie on your MacBook Air, you should be totally fine. If you're shooting in HD, shooting 4K, you might struggle a little bit, but there is no reason to shoot in 4K. I mean, it's nice, I'm doing it, but you don't have to at all. How do you add text to videos? If you are editing your videos using any program, every one of them has the ability to add text, like right here. Text to videos. Put that in there, Sammy. Text to videos. Right. And he just did it. It took him probably 30 seconds because he knows how to use Adobe Premiere Pro. Once you learn your program, you can see how to do it. And if you don't know how to do it with your program, you download, say, Filmora, you buy that really pretty inexpensively, and you can't figure it out, there are videos all over YouTube on how to do it. Are there time restrictions or upload restrictions on YouTube? Right now, there's probably some kind of a cap. I think it's around like 12 hours for a video length and size. I don't know if there's any limit, but for anything we do, there's virtually no restrictions. 4K, HD, an hour, 2 hours long, doesn't matter. Obviously, they have restrictions about creating content that is, safe and not saying dangerous or illegal things, but beyond that, for legitimate business owners posting videos, there are virtually no restrictions about posting content that you create. Now, if you're using content from movies or TV shows or other people's music, yeah, there's restrictions. There's this thing called fair use where it might be okay to use some of that. I've got a video about that right up there, but there are virtually no restrictions in terms of length, size of videos, and that kind of stuff. It's an incredible platform, and it's free. If you're not using it, you're out of your mind. What content am I posting to get in front of buyers and sellers? In a nutshell, I'm trying to post content that answers questions they have specifically asked me, or questions that I have identified by doing keyword research within YouTube using tools like YouTube itself or TubeBuddy or Keywords Everywhere. There are links to TubeBuddy and Keywords Everywhere down below. Those help you identify those kinds of questions. And I also create content that highlights local businesses because those businesses will share the content with their sphere. I'll share it with my sphere, and I'll get in front of that many more people. What do I think about using BombBomb? I don't personally use BombBomb, but it is a great program. Anything you can do to get in front of people with video instead of a phone call or instead of text or email, I support. So BombBomb is a great way to get in front of people, and because they have that animated GIF thing in the front when you share videos, it's a great way to get people to click on that video. I share video links by posting a photograph. A lot of people that are in my database, I'll send an email once or twice a week sharing my videos. I put a photograph in my email and I make it a clickable link and it takes them to my YouTube video. But BombBomb is fantastic. One thing that I do is when I communicate with people, instead of texting them, I'll often just send a video text, because that's one more way to distinguish yourself from everybody else. Do you cover how to get viewers in the course? Best videos don't matter if no one sees them. 100%. Your video content won't matter if nobody sees your videos. And yes, I do cover the things you need to do to get views and viewers for your videos. And here's a couple quick tips without even watching my course. I want to help people succeed, whether or not you take my course. Hugely important are your thumbnail and your titles. That's all people are going to see at first, is your thumbnail and titles. You got to make them very clickable and very teasable. And what about clickbait? Should I trick them? No, don't trick them. But if your clickbait makes them click and then you deliver, it's okay. In fact, I've got a video about that called Clickbait is Good. But there's the caveat. Do you need somebody with you to shoot the videos, or can you shoot them yourself? I shoot 95% of my videos all by myself. My camera has autofocus, my phone has autofocus, I've got a tripod, got a couple tripods. That's all you need. You can write, shoot, edit, share, do all that stuff yourself. As you grow, if you've got a big team or you're getting really good at video, creating a lot of content, yeah, you can hire somebody to help you out with those things, but you don't need to. For me, it's actually easier to shoot the videos. As far as editing, I like editing, but it can be time consuming. I tend to spend more time than I should on my videos, so I'm starting to train Sammy to edit my videos for me. Funny approach or professional approach? Want to see something funny? Go to my YouTube channel for my real estate business, youtube.com/JonesHomeCollective. Click on the word videos, then go on the right and search by oldest. Look at my old videos where I'm sitting there all stodgy with a suit. Professional approach, you tell me what works better. Or look at my more recent videos, like videos on this channel where I try to use a lot of humor. I really encourage you to be yourself. If you are funny and sarcastic and you like to joke around and whatever you are, be who you are. If you're professional and kind of stodgy, well, I guess be that guy. But I much prefer the funny, genuine, natural approach. Nobody's gonna watch professional videos when you're just going, "Hi, this is Trevor for the real estate market for Simi Valley for September of 2020. Today, the interest rates for 30-year fixed mortgages are 7% because they went way up." Like, nobody's gonna watch this stuff, nobody cares. It's way more effective, I believe, to be genuine and funny. People love funny. If you can be funny, man, you're gonna kill it. If you wanna binge watch my videos, which I highly suggest you do, click on this playlist right there. Make sure you subscribe by hitting that button right down there. Smash the like, please, for my self-esteem. I need it. And also, I cannot wait to see the amazing video content you create.